All right, let's take you back to our breaking news story now. It's been exactly 2 weeks to the day since the Enyobeni tragedy, and I'm afraid there's been another instance of multiple deaths at a drinking outlet, and this time it's in Gauteng. 14 people being killed after gunmen opened fire at a tavern in Orlando East in the early hours of this morning. Now, the death toll when we started our broadcast earlier this morning was at 13. It was then revised up to 14 because another victim died at Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital this morning. We're told in hospital 3 people are in a critical condition. All of the victims are between the ages of 19 and 35 years. The Gauteng Police Commissioner, Elias Mawela, says authorities are still combing the scene at Nomzamo Informal Settlement, and the motive around this assault is still unclear. Of course, we've got our team on the ground watching the situation as it unfolds. Let's bring in Zikhona Tshona, who's currently at the East London, in Nomzamo, I beg your pardon, in Orlando East, where we understand this has taken place. And Zikhona, there's a whole lot more light now. The sun is up. We're able to see a whole lot more of what might have taken place in the early hours of this morning when it was dark. From the time you spent there, what have you been able to ascertain around the circumstances that led to these deaths?
Residents from the informal settlements have gathered here since they heard about the incident. All of them are very shocked, and also detailing the level of crime in this area, saying that it's not, this is not something that is out of the ordinary for them, that crime in this area is very rife, and they've also complained that police don't respond quick enough to crime. Many of them who have gathered here are also saying the people that lost their lives in this tragedy are their family members. Many are saying that these are their relatives that they knew and people that they looked up to in this community. But to talk to me more about life here and how safe people are feeling living in this area is uAviwe, who lives in this community. Sisi nje kanichazele ubomi benu bunjani apha?
Yo sisi ubomi bethu bubi kakhulu apha eNomzamo.
Ubomi
bethu bubi kakhulu eNomzamo, asiphephanga, asikhuselekanga. Izibhamu njengalento igqiba okwenzeka ngoku, izibhamu zihlele zisisho nje apha, amapolisa asiwaboni, aresponda kade, afika kade. Kubuhlungu impilo esiphila apha, ibuhlungu kakhulu sisi.
Khanichazele wena njengomhlali uve ntoni ngalento yenzekileyo?
Mna ndive uba kwafike kwadutyulwa apha etavern le esibiza ngoba kusemazulwini. Yena nto siyivileyo ke leyo, seza ke singabahlali sazobona, safika nyhani abantwana bedutyuliwe belele, kukubi ebusuku. Ukuthi kuqale pha sibonanga kakuhle, kodwa sikhutshwe zizibhame esisive zisitsho ebusuku sazokroba.
Ngoku nithini na njengomphakathi emveni kwale nto yenzekileyo?
Njengomphakathi thina sifuna umthetho udlala indima yawo. Sicela amapolisa enze umsebenzi wawo. Sifuna ijustice for abantwana bethu abalele apha.
Thank you very much. That's a resident from this community saying that she hopes that justice will be served, and she hopes that the police will get to the bottom of this tragedy. Also detailing that they were woken up by sounds of gunfire in the middle of the night, which is what brought them here. They are currently in front of it. I don't know if my colleague Murena can just give us a picture of the number of people that have shown up here in shock to see and witness as police continue to comb the scene. And that's the tavern in front of us, Kwamdla, we are told, and the bodies of those who lost their lives tragically at around 11 p.m. last night or in the early hours of this morning are now being removed by authorities and forensics.